Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is Pamela, and you are watching Pam Entertainment TV, where we review movies, television series, and incidents in pop culture. Listen, I wanted to get back to this. Again, I covered this AI story in regards to the writer's strike, the actors strike, probably last year. But I see, look at California. You saw that I did cover a story where the SAG, AFTRA had went into a deal with a particular firm out of New York about allowing the actors to be able to negotiate whether or not they can have their image and things like that used for AI. But then I come across this. Now, some of this is old news because you all probably have heard about this, but I thought it was interesting to share. It says here, California lawmakers approve legislation to ban deep fakes to protect workers and regulate AI. So they're getting ready to pass a bill. Now, this was written by Tran Nguyen on September 4th. And it says basically that California lawmakers approved a host of proposals this week aiming to regulate the artificial intelligence industry, combat deepfakes, and protect workers from exploitation by the rapidly evolving technology. Now, I'm going to put a pin in this because I came across another story that was interesting to me. And I was like, wow, this AI stuff is really running around here, really rampant because there's a lot of stuff going on. Now, this is an older story, and I think this was a story generated last year. It says here AI image generators are being trained on explicit photos of children. And this was back December 2023. And it says here, now, this was written by Matt O'Brien and Hallelujah Hedero. And like I said, this was back in 2023. So this was almost a year ago. Hidden inside the foundation of popular artificial intelligence image generators are thousands of images of child SA, according to a new report that urges companies to take action to address a harmful flaw in the technology they built. These same images have made it easier for AI systems to produce realistic and explicit imagery of fake children, as well as transform social media photos of fully clothed real teens into nudes, much to the alarm of school and law enforcement. Now, where did all of this come from? So there's a whole nother story. Let me get to it. No, that's not it. That's not it. We're still in the right story. Apparently, there has been this and I want to say it right. There's been this investigation done to where these images are going through schools. Let's read on. Until recently, anti-abuse researchers thought the only way that some unchecked AI tools produce abusive imagery of children was by essentially combining what they've learned from two separate buckets of online images: adult porn and benign photos of kids. But the Stanford Internet Observatory found more than 3,200 images of suspected child SA in the giant database LAION, an index of online images and captions that's used to be trained to leading AI makers such as Stable Diffusion. I told y'all this AI stuff was going to be a problem. And it was going to be a problem because it was not going to be properly regulated. You weren't going to properly be able to regulate the stuff. And I'm not going to read any more of this story, but this is more poignant because of the fact that now what you're having is AI scours the internet to try to make this image the way you want them to make this image. And if child SA photos are on on the internet, I don't know if they have programs for AI to say, okay, this is the dark web and this is the light web, and you can just scour here. I don't think that happens. I think that there's probably millions of images of child SA photos online. And It's just pulling from all of those things. And AI can be a little creepy within itself, but I am glad to undersee that California is regulating that stuff, because it's going to be a problem. It's going to be a problem when you talk about new technology and what industry uses new technology. It's usually the porn industry. Anytime anything comes up and it's new technology, any way that they can get that stuff out there to you, that industry works to get that information out to you. Whether it was, now you really need to know that I won't tell my age, but first it was books, you know, drawings, then it was books, then it was photography, then it went from photography to film. Because there was a point in time, because that's what New York cleaned up, Times Square and all those places, because you had to, if you wanted to see porn, particularly in New York and big cities, you had to go to the theater that showed that stuff. And they cleaned that out, and that's when the technology of moving it to VHS tapes, then to CDs, and now and then when it started to be able to get across the internet, now there are internet sites dedicated to it. And then there's always that back and forth, and they used to embed it in pictures and all kinds of stuff, because that's what got Jared, that Subway guy, caught up. That they join these groups and they can embed chat groups, and all that stuff can be embedded in pictures and sent to them and all this other stuff. So now it's embedded in stuff in AI programs that people are using to create AI. And I know some of the programs that I have seen, it's, I don't think it's going to come up and tell you that unless you know how to manipulate that program. But that's a problem. That's a really, really, really big problem. So, again, this is two stories in one, talking about that there is a crackdown to look at what these AI generators are going, and then also that the the state legislature in California is cracking down on AI and protecting people from deep fakes and all these other stuff. Because, like I've told you all before, that AI stuff is scary, because you can literally generate someone committing a crime or anything. You can make it look like somebody is committing a crime, and that person is sitting at home eating Taco Bell. And it would be so realistic that you would think that person committed that crime. And you all think that, it's not going to happen. Yes, I do think it's going to happen. And it's scary to know that, but it's good to know that California is protecting, and other states need to get to it and try to stay abreast of it before it gets out of control. Because the worst thing to do is to be reactionary to this stuff, because the laws doesn't catch you. We all know that our laws are not in pace with the technology, and so right now there is no law in place to, if somebody happens to do something and they use a deep fake image of you, you don't have a recourse in the law right now to sue. I mean, what do you call it? Is it libel? Is it defamation? What is it? Y'all let me know. And also, I think I didn't share one more article. Let me see. But basically, it was talking about the election disinformation takes a big leap with AI being used to deceive people worldwide. And again, I've seen ads. I mean, I have watched, who was it? I've seen a Steve Harvey ad, and they're talking about a product. And I'm looking at him, and I'm looking at the mouth, and they're using his voice, but the pictures that they're showing, the mouth is not matching up with what's being said. So they are promoting, they are using ads with this man's image, promoting a product that he probably doesn't know anything about. And by the time he finds out and he catches up, all they have to do is just take the ad down. But they probably made millions of dollars from the people who follow him, from Family Feud or whatever it is that you follow Steve Harvey from. And that's an issue. And I mean, I've seen a lot of them, and particularly I've seen a couple of ads with actors, political ads with actors, and I was like, interesting, but their mouth wasn't moving right. And I'm like, I wonder, do they know that their images are being used to push political parties, to push political agendas? Do they know that their face and everything is being used to do that? California is taking a step, and all these people have to do is say, "Well, we didn't make it in California. We made it in Georgia. We made it here." So any state that relies even 1% of revenue from the film industry, y'all need to get on board, or you all need to figure out how to get on board with this stuff, because this technology is moving faster than the law, and people are gonna take advantage of these loopholes until it gets closed up. So don't allow the loopholes, y'all. Get with your legislators, your Congress, your state Congress, your local and get with them and figure out what needs to be done, because this is a mess and it's scary. Because see, now you see it's how it's going to affect children. You see how it's going to affect me, you, and everybody else, because of the fact that someone can do a deep fake. If I'm mad at you for some reason and I have that technology, I can do a deep fake to show you doing something compromising when it's not you. We already seen the technology as far as with the voice quality technology, where the coach tried to make it seem like the principal was calling him the N word when it wasn't. That's not what happened. He was using some AI deep fake voice transcoder or whatever it was. I can't remember what it was, but there was that story a couple of months ago about that. Y'all, I told y'all, this AI stuff is really getting to be serious, and everybody's like, embrace it, embrace it. Okay, but y'all really need to think about what's going on. I know it's cute to make a little AI uh GIF and all this other stuff, GIF and JPEG and all of that's kind of cute, but the way that this technology is moving so rapidly, thank goodness that AI can't get your fingers right. And I hope they never get their fingers right. Maybe that should be maybe that should be a consequence of it, that they should never get your phalanges right. Y'all, we do this every week. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Please share this video if you care. What are y'all thinking about this AI? What do y'all think about this AI stuff? How do you all feel about California working to legislate some of this stuff, particularly with the deep fakes and with this AI imagery of children being essayed? Y'all let me know down in the comments. All right. We do this every week. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Please share this video if you care. Go on and share it. Go on and share the video. All right. Please tell a friend, tell a kin, tell a coworker, tell that heifer that you can't stand that I'm over here making these videos, child. And as always, people, bye bye.